ready. 11:45 46 a.m. 6/9/2026. We're going to repeat last week. Do some things over again so that from the things that I see I need to change, I can change one tiny thing in that whole entire day and whole entire life story. That would get me somewhere else, sort of like a 1% shift that my body can take so that I can see something happening with me that's a little bit different, not a whole lot. Always coming back to Nora and the same thing that she's living in her human experience, conditioned to her body as is. We come and visit every so often that Nora decides that she's got time for a longtime friend, someone that she knows and matches the frequency with this ugly thing, cosa fea hashtag, so that we see each other coming from a long distance, from a long way away. We're both pretty slow. We're going nowhere fast, like the snail. And nowhere fast is good here because Nora's sitting in her comfortable space that she created consistently, listening to her body and what the body needs in order to feel relaxed and ready. Which requires some level of activity that Nora can handle and she feels is manageable and will give her a sense of purpose here on Earth, to be with herself and not have to think about so much what she's doing, but rather feel her way through the third density plane, which is a slowed down version of herself here sitting. Not the one that is out in the world doing her thing, being creative and taking the actual necessary steps to land herself in a place that she can sustain with a certain sense of certainty, worthiness, confidence, listening to her body more and giving it the respect of exercise and hydration, and a good amount of stretches, both mental, physical, emotional, and energetic. And in the real world sense, Nora is here to apply these ideas that she's receiving in medium, mode, fashion, art expression of living that she decided was something that she loves to do and would do forever, and it doesn't deplete her. It energizes her to continue and keep going one more step, at least one more step to that shift that she wants to see, starting from within. So that's what we're doing, listening a little bit more intently for a given amount of time, not all the time. Nora's got a lot to do, and she exercises her right to refuse to do anything but herself and love it here in this moment. The other times that Nora is involved with her scenery, with her scenario, with her situationship with herself, when she engages with energies from every density that matches her call, her frequency, her rhythm, her pace, The ideas that Nora has in her body and are wanting to come out in some way, fashion, medium, format, um, whatever, Nora can say or do here for herself is not relevant. Is not relevant. She takes her personal business and leaves it at the door. Here in this neutral space that Nora creates inside her body, and also by decluttering her inner space, mostly her thinking mind that she uses generously to navigate her world. And then when she sits down to just be still, there's nothing that her mind needs to do. She doesn't need her mind to do anything at this point. The body will sustain its functions on autopilot, and that's the idea here. Nora's on autopilot here in the Mothership Triumvirate hashtag. Another scenario that is developing as Nora pays attention to nothing at all. She just relaxes and sits for a little while just to receive, just to give an idea a chance to match her pace and her frequency and the vibrations uh, coming from her core, the drum beat that she's putting out and then receives. Um, these ideas are coming through Nora's body from top to bottom, all sides. And we deal with hashtag 13 friends that are mostly interested, right, in the matching frequency because they see themselves, they recognize something in this space, in this moment, in this now. They recognize themselves in the mirror, and so recognizing herself in the mirror, Nora's face here is plain to see for her. And if she reaches 100% recognition with herself and confirms that this is her body, real, solid, curious, energetic, animated, um, friends of Nora, 13, make this table that we sit and chat interesting things. Interesting things to Nora is just whatever she wants to talk about and would sustain her attention for longer than 1, 2, 3, 4.5, maybe 5 counts of patience. And then if she's got to go, little rat or little squirrel, because she's got something else to do, she's too quick for herself here. That's the Nora that's got her life going outside this particular door. In her memory, in all of her mindfulness, in all of her intent and for purpose, she takes the steps, right? And so in this particular moment, Nora is just listening to herself. She's let go of all the planning, uh, let go of the intention, let go of the tension in her, well, still carries most of the tension in her shoulders and, the top half. And her legs are doing well, feet. Much more confident in her steps that she continues to take with herself. In listening to her own body, this morning she got up and wanted to take a walk and was capable of doing that and decided to go ahead and follow and point her nose and feet in the same direction. And go on and explore what scenes could be attracted to her, and beautiful everything that comes in contact with Nora has been a beautiful learning experience about her human condition, and letting a lot of the BS go, belief systems that she collected throughout her almost 50 years of human experience, making her the one and only expert on her body and herself. Her mind and consciousness are what's at play here. If this is a game here on the Mothership Triumvirate, we'll call it out, and we'll see what happens with the developing stories and characters coming through Nora and her love of art, and living something else in her life that she thought was possible for her, and making the choices and decisions in the body, the real solid manifestations that Nora emits from her body in any way, shape, or form, through the medium, speaking with this volunteer body, and loving the process, loving herself through the process of coming to understand herself, coming to terms, and reconciling, and uh, coming to a neutral sense of herself, not necessarily thinking about what to say or what to do right now. That's not the point of relaxing. Not knowing what to say and what to do right now is okay. That's how Nora is able to take her mind and body and energy uh, and emotions, and sustain some sort of equilibrium, balance with herself, inward, starting from the inside, and expressing outward into the physical manifestation and world that she sees when she opens her eyes, and is able to put two and two together, uh, and then connect the dots, and speak her voice, speak her mind, speak her emotions, and let herself do that. Allow and permit the ideas that are for her, and that she attracts, do their thing here in the situationship building process that Nora explores more and more often, building a sense of trust and commitment to uh, nothing at all, doing nothing at all, which is really hard. It's really hard to do nothing at all about anything that's going on with the world. Sitting with a sense of peace, regardless of what the outside world is doing with herself, uh, is not an easy task. It's easy to preach. It's easy to predict what Nora will be doing here with herself, because she's got this. It's already done. She already knows what's going on, and what's happening with her is a curious situationship building process, knowing uh, herself, and recognizing that whatever is going on, whatever is happening now, is something that is healthy and positive for herself. She's here to live life and experience all that is manifested in her world. And with a calm and relaxed sense of herself, she's ready to receive something different. Something different. We've got about, 15 minutes plus or minus to continue this chat, this session with Nora. This is her personal safe space that she chooses to share in this social media platform. Just for the purpose of being able to remember herself, and in a way that is transparent, and will reflect back to her some sort of idea that it's good for her to listen to, which is her own higher consciousness. It's good for her to listen to herself, and then once she accepts that that's a good idea, she confirms and comes back and sits with her body still, being herself, and accepting and allowing unconditional love to be received in her body as she matches about 50% of the effort. Half is all we need, half charge. With the 13 of us, we're 100% full charge, giving Nora here a sense of responsibility for herself and for her body and her own decision and free will, bringing her here to these moments with herself and sharing the living library, accessing all at once what Nora knows about herself, and duplicating, um, exponentially, multiplying the energy that she puts out with herself, by herself, through herself, for herself. These sessions that Nora has chosen to record and remember and share, um, these are her ideas that took root about 50 years ago in her body and are beginning to take shape out beyond her fingertips, right? Beyond her reach. Once she releases something out into her world, it belongs to the world and the collective consciousness. And uh, Nora's unique and personal ideas are hers, uh, and for no one else. So these ideas expressed here in this through this channel are for Nora and her personal use only. And she is the body that feels the pain or feels the joy of her own decisions. And in listening to Nora's higher consciousness, she's taking responsibility for no one else's actions, only her own thoughts and her own actions and her own body. This is the sense of responsibility here that Nora takes for whatever happens to her here in this world, in this third density planet Earth. Hmm. Yeah. Um, Listening to her body means taking care of her personal machinery, equipment, resource, vehiculito, hashtag, only hers and hers alone. And she bathes it. She combs her hair, puts on, the little accessories, and she's responsible for this body of hers that is conducting her through the third density plane by her own gas now, a little bit more. Um, she chose to release the need for a car every day, 5 days a week, for 10, 12, 16 hours. Decided to release that and started walking by her own gas, around her city, just getting to know herself, getting to know all the trees, all the ants, being careful to not squish any little bugs under her big old foot. Um, she respects her body and is coming to see the connections a lot more easily with all of the things in nature that she comes upon, that you know show up for her as she shows up for herself in those situations, building a sense of trust with all of Nora's body, her living library and body of knowledge, and also communal consciousness. Her personal singular persona, probable self here sitting, is responsible for herself. And then, once these ideas hit the airwaves, and reach Nora's ear, she will take some sort of step in action. And no one else has to listen to any of this, because it's not about that. It's not about gaining followers or friends. Nora's not here to be liked or disliked. It's she's here to just uh, stop, stop, stop for half a minute and be still, and let go of a lot of the fast thoughts, the fast thoughts that just want her attention, want a bite of her brain, right? Zombie thoughts, especially, that love an active brain, and want to just come in and feel what a healthy brain tastes like and feels like. um, these zombie thoughts are ones that Nora slows down for now. She's got time to deal with those scary things that she thought were after her vitality, but they're just after her time, her space, and attention and respect, to handle those situations in an adult manner, and engage and speak her words, speak her ideas, in tones that she could understand, and words that she could feel were true in her body, so that she recognizes the voice coming through is hers and hers alone, and trusts the feeling of that, because the body confirms, right? As she feels the energy coming in and coming through loud and clear, it being herself, right? Uh, so with that idea in mind here, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 4 or 5 minutes, we'll switch it and repeat, the same thing, because everything bears repeating. As long as Nora finds some juice in that lemon, she's going to squeeze it as long as she can. Squeeze all the juice out of herself, so that she can understand the issue that she engages with in at least 13 different ways as herself, and then 12 other viewpoints, right? That are working on the differences between what Nora sees in herself and then what she sees coming at her, and decides that it's different, it looks different. I don't know. I mean, it's okay. I like what I see from far, but maybe bringing it in closer and closer, allowing her body to relax and accept the incoming transmission and friend as a feeling, as a good feeling, because she sometimes gets a good feeling in her bones that the thing coming at her, regardless of how ugly the situation is, regardless of how scary and spooky the thing looks, regardless how different. I mean, Nora knows what scares her in her body, and her good and solid and real friends know what scares her too. And so they approach slowly, feeding the food, the nourishment, carefully and slowly, so that Nora has time to chew on, right, these ideas that come through her and then land here in the first filter. Very situation here.